Hello dear students, let's start the new topic, laboratory preparation of hydrogen gas. Now this topic from chapter 6, study of the first element hydrogen of class 9th in subject chemistry. Let's open your chemistry book and come on the page number 103. Laboratory preparation of hydrogen gas. The reactant required for the preparation of hydrogen gas in the laboratory are the granulated zinc, not the pure zinc but the granulated zinc, and dilute hydrochloric acid or dilute sulfuric acid, any one. The reactions that happen between the dilute hydrochloric acid or dilute sulfuric acid with the zinc. Let's see this reaction. In this reaction, zinc react with the dilute sulfuric acid or dilute hydrochloric acid and they forms the hydrogen gas, zinc sulfide and zinc chloride. As we know that zinc is a more reactive than the hydrogens, and zinc having the top position as compared to the hydrogen in the reactivity series. So zinc is a more reactive than the hydrogens. So zinc displaces the hydrogen from hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid and they form their respective salts and release the hydrogen gas due to their more reactive nature of the zinc. So this type of the reactions that happens when we prepare the hydrogen gas from zinc granule with dilute hydrochloric acid or dilute sulfuric acid. Now for this laboratory preparation of hydrogen gas, the apparatus used, let's see these diagrams. The apparatus used are the Wolfe bottle. This one is a Wolfe bottle, which having the two mouths. Now a Thistle funnel. Now the Thistle funnels inserted into the Wolfe bottle through one mouth of the Wolfe bottles, and another mouth of the Wolfe bottles having the delivery tubes, and that delivery tubes which connect the inverted gas jar with the Wolfe bottles. So this one is the delivery tubes which connect the inverted gas jar. This one is the inverted gas jar with the Wolfe bottle. So the apparatus required is the Wolfe bottle, one Wolfe bottle which having the two mouths, Thistle funnels, one delivery tubes and one inverted gas jar. That delivery tube connect the Wolfe bottle to the inverted gas jar. So the apparatus consists of Wolfe bottles fitted with Thistle funnels in one mouth of the Wolfe bottle and a delivery tubes in the another mouth. A gas jar, this one is the gas jar, which is filled with water that is placed in inverted position over the beehive shelf. Now the procedure. First, taken the zinc granules in the Wolfe bottles and Thistle funnel and the dilute sulfuric acid or dilute hydrochloric acid in the Thistle funnels, and arrange the apparatus glassware according to the given diagram. Initially, the tap of the thistle funnel is closed. Now, the tap of the thistle funnel is opened, and dilute hydrochloric acid or dilute sulfuric acid, anyone, enter into the Wolfe bottle through thistle funnel, and dilute sulfuric acid combined with zinc granules, and they produce the hydrogen gas. That hydrogen gas passes through the delivery tube and enter into the inverted gas jar. And inverted gas jar containing the water, the hydrogen gas collected in the inverted gas jar. So this is the procedure for the formation of hydrogen gas in the laboratory. Let's see detail. Some pieces of granulated zinc are placed in the Wolfe bottle. This one is the Wolfe bottle. So some pieces of the granulated zinc are placed, and the apparatus is made airtight. Now, add the dilute sulfuric acid or hydrochloric acid through the thistle funnel into the Wolfe bottle on the zinc granules. Then reaction will start, and after the reactions, we can observe that the brisk effervescence with the evolution of gas, which is seen inside the bottle, and that brisk effervescence of the gas passes through the delivery tube and collected into the inverted gas jar. Now, the collection of hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas is collected by the downward displacement of water. Downward, hydrogen gas can be collected by the downward displacement of water, because hydrogen is insoluble in the water, and hydrogen is highly inflammable in the air. They react with the air and they burn in the air. So hydrogen never collected in the air chambers. That is the reasons hydrogen is collected by the downward displacement of water. So because it is almost insoluble in water, hydrogen almost insoluble in the waters. That is the reasons hydrogen collected in the water by the downward displacement. Now, although hydrogen is lighter than air, so it cannot be collected by the downward displacement of the air, and also hydrogen combined with the air to form an explosive mixture. So hydrogen never collected directly in the downward displacement of air. So this is the reasons hydrogen collected downward displacement by the water. Now, in the above reactions, the preparation of the hydrogen in the laboratory, we can prefer the granulated zinc over the pure zinc, because in the granulated zinc containing the copper as impurities, and that copper which behave as a catalyst in these reactions. Catalyst is a type of substance which increase the rate of reactions. That means the reaction become fast. So catalyst is a substance, and catalyst never exhausted in the reaction. So after the completion of the reactions, the catalyst obtained in a fresh manner, because there was no any chemical change in the catalyst during the reactions. So catalyst is a substance which increase the rate of chemical reaction without exhausting or without chemical change in the reaction. That means catalyst never goes any type of the chemical change in the reactions. Only catalyst increase the rate of reaction. So if using the granulated zinc, then granulated zinc having the copper as an impurity, and that copper which act as a catalyst and they increase the rate of reactions. So never use the pure zinc. So we can prefer the granulated zinc over the pure zinc for this reaction. Now, drying of gases. When hydrogen gas obtained through this process in the laboratory, then hydrogen gas containing the water vapor and also containing the many impurities, but water vapor can be removed by drying the hydrogen gas. So for the drying of the hydrogen gas, the hydrogen gas passes through so the hydrogen gas is dried by passing it through the anhydrous calcium chloride and phosphorus pentaoxide. Calcium chloride and phosphorus pentaoxide, anhydrous calcium chloride, it is a drying agent which absorb the moisture that present in the hydrogen gas. We can never use the conch sulfuric acid for drying purpose of the hydrogen gas, because sulfuric acid is a good oxidizing agent. They oxidize the hydrogen into the H2. So that is the reason conch sulfuric acid never used for the drying of the hydrogen gas which produce in the laboratory. Now conch sulfuric acid cannot be used for drying of the hydrogen gas because it converts the hydrogen to water, because the sulfuric acid is a good oxidizing agent and they oxidize the hydrogen to the water. So that is the reasons only we can use the anhydrous calcium chloride or phosphorus pentaoxide for drying the hydrogen gas. Now this is the reaction that happens between the hydrogen and sulfuric acid. Purification of hydrogen. Hydrogen is containing a lot of impurities. As for example, hydrogen containing the hydrogen sulfide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, phosphine, arsine, carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide, and water vapor. So these all impurities should be removed before storing the hydrogen gas in the cylinder, and that all impurities present in the hydrogens during the formation of hydrogen in the laboratory from zinc and sulfuric acid, hydrogen sulfide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, phosphine, arsine, carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide, water vapors. So for the purification of hydrogens, we can passes the hydrogen through the different chambers. So removal of impurities from hydrogens, the hydrogen passes through the chambers of lead nitrate. Now the lead nitrate solution which absorb the hydrogen sulfide. Now the hydrogen passes the impure hydrogen gas passes through the silver nitrate solution, and that silver nitrate absorbs the phosphine and arsine. Now the impure hydrogen gas passes through the caustic potash, solid KOH, and solid KOH will absorb the carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and oxides of the nitrogen. Impure hydrogen gas also passes through the anhydrous calcium chloride and phosphorus pentaoxides. These two are the drying agents which absorb the moistures. So for the removing of the impurities that present in the hydrogens, the impure hydrogens passes through all of these solutions. Lead nitrate solution which absorb the hydrogen sulfide, silver nitrate solution which absorb the phosphine and arsines, potassium hydroxide, solid potassium hydroxide which absorb the carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen oxides, and anhydrous calcium chloride and phosphorus pentaoxides which absorb the moisture. So after passing through all of these solutions, the hydrogen gas become pure because all the impurities absorbed by these solutions. So hydrogen becomes pure. Now the preparation of hydrogen gas in the laboratory, we should take in the precautions. Why? The hydrogen gas is a highly inflammable gas and highly combustible gas, and it forms the explosive mixture with air. The calorific value of the hydrogen is 150 kilocalorie. So hydrogen is a good fuel. So hydrogen gas when contact with the air, they combine with oxygen and form the hydrogens and release a lot of heat. So due to that reasons, we should take in some precautions during the formation or collection of the hydrogen gas in the laboratory. First, the all apparatus should be airtight. There will be no any leakage of the gas. It should be ensured. And the apparatus should be kept away from any type of the flame or burner. And gas should be collected only after all the air from the delivery tubes has been completely driven out. Now the next precaution, to prevent the gas from escaping through the Thistell funnel, the end of Thistell funnels and the granulated zinc should be dipped into the dilute acid solutions. So Thistell funnels which having the dilute acid, and that Thistell funnel connected to the Wolfe bottles. So the end of the Thistell funnels and the zinc granules should be contact to each other. Otherwise, the some gas can be escape out through the Thistell funnel. Now, the gas jar for collecting hydrogen should be completely filled with water and made free of air bubbles. So the hydrogen gas which is collected in the inverted gas jar, that inverted gas jar containing the water. Our water should be free from the air. So these all are the precautions that can be considered during the preparation of the hydrogen, because hydrogen is a highly inflammable gas and they easily react or burns in the air and produce a lot of heat and create an explosion or pop sound with the air. So the apparatus would be airtight and we can ensure no leakage of the air and apparatus should be keep away from any flame, and the gas which is collected in the delivery tube has been completely driven out, and the Thistle funnel, the end of the Thistle funnel should be contact with the granulated zinc in the Wolfe bottles that prevent the escaping of the gas through the Thistle funnel. And the next precaution is the gas jar for collecting hydrogen should be completely filled with water and ensure that no air present in the water or in the inverted gas jar during the collection of the hydrogen gas. So you keep in mind all of the precautions during the formation of hydrogen in the laboratory. Now next, test for hydrogen. So hydrogen is a colorless, odorless and natural gas. Hydrogen do not have any color, do not have any odor, and it has the natural gas. It is present in the nature also. Next test for the hydrogen is the pure hydrogen burn in oxygen with a pale blue flame. So when hydrogens burn in the oxygen, they give the blue color flame, pale blue color flames, and they produce the product H2O. Hydrogens when combined with air that having the oxygens, then hydrogen produce the water as a product, and that water can be identified as using anhydrous white copper sulfate. Anhydrous copper sulfate having the white colors, and that anhydrous white copper sulfate when directly contact with the product of the burning of hydrogens, then the anhydrous copper sulfate, white copper sulfate becomes blue due to the formation of crystal copper sulfate dot 5H2O, because that H2O become crystallized with the copper sulfate and the white color of a copper sulfate becomes blue. It proves that the water molecules produced during the burning of the pure hydrogen in oxygen. Now the next test, the burning splinter is put off with a pop sound. So when hydrogen gas produce, then the burning splinter showing the pop sound, because burning splinter combined with the hydrogen gas, it is an inflammable gas, they highly inflammables, and they produce the pop sounds as like the explosion. So these are the tests of the hydrogen gas, and this is all about the laboratory preparation of the hydrogen gas. They are dry of the hydrogen gas, collection of the hydrogen gas, test of the hydrogen gas, and precaution during the formation of hydrogen gas in the laboratory. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.